So let's go through that list point by point. What does it mean to celebrate diversity? Sure, we all talk about it, but do people see you actually doing something about it? Do people see you hiring different people for the skills they bring to the table? Do others see you actively engaging with the different people at work, encouraging their ideas and participation? Or instead, do they see you shunning or avoiding them? Do you ever sit down and have lunch or coffee with them? Or do you stick pretty close to your little group of like-minded people? A lot of folks complain about the cliques among high school kids. Those cliques are very real at work, too. Be willing to openly share information. Of course, sometimes we have to keep some classified information private, but do others feel like they have to pry things out of you? One of the best things you can do to be seen as collaborative is to be open and honest, especially if you're a supervisor and especially during times of change, which is especially stressful on a team. Tell them what you know and be willing to admit it when you don't know. Listen non-judgmentally to new ideas and suggestions. Ask for advice where appropriate. You don't have to like the ideas, and you may think their advice stinks, but be willing to validate their right to have an opinion and their right to think differently than you do. I love a Dale Carnegie quote about listening. He said, "You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get people interested in you." Facilitate discussions and brainstorming sessions instead of just pontificating. You know exactly what I mean. Many self-proclaimed leaders love nothing more than to hear themselves talk. They say they want to hear your ideas, but mentally tune out when you start to talk, or worse, rebut and shoot down everything you have to say. If you're not willing to hear them out, don't ask them what they think. Be willing to allow roles and responsibilities to evolve as needed, or consider shadowing or job sharing as appropriate. It is a great way to cross-train. It's also a great way to get some old-timers connecting with the newer people. It adds some excitement to the workday. It's energizing and motivating for a lot of people on your staff. A day or an afternoon here or there to shadow another job function in another office might be considered a real treat for many on your staff. Offer immediate and ongoing coaching and feedback when needed, instead of waiting for the company-mandated time to have the talk. This can be casual daily conversation with individuals right at their desk, cubicle, or workstation. 10 minutes here and 10 minutes there. They don't all have to be behind closed-door meetings in your office. You may have heard of the management advice to manage by walking around. Grab a cup of coffee and wander over to a subordinate's desk or workstation. Ask what they're working on. Ask how it's going. See if they're having problems or issues with the work at hand. Ask for their ideas or thought processes. Compliment them on a specific job well done. Make suggestions on how they might improve or differently approach a specific problem. I'm not telling you certainly to dump on them or ask them all these questions at once. I'm saying to start a conversation. Many daily issues and problems can be solved very easily and quickly this way. Now be sure to spread the wealth. Do it with each employee periodically. Keep the check-in sessions short and pleasant so it doesn't end up being something your employees learn to dread. These 6 practical how-to ideas will not only make you a more collaborative leader, it'll go a very long way to building respect for yourself up and down the corporate ladder among your supervisors, your peers, and your subordinates. I'll share more ideas with you later.